And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's. First play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. More. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 40 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Now Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Cook.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw. Moore got an open man, finding Jefferson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
The Vikings.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. For the first time with Johnson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Play action. Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. Number 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Here's Ward. On 1st and 10. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a run with Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
On the tackle.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Number 19.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Vikings 10, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ward. Off play action. And coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And it will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
7.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Cook, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. On the carry, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
No gain on the play.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Moore eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
11 yards there, 1st down.
42-yard line.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. play action. Haskins. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47.
McFarland running out of the gun.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action with Haskins. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with McFarland. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Carry on Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
He is good. Makes the score Steelers 21, Vikings 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running with McFarland. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins will throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, McFarland. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. down carry here for Johnson. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Haskins on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Danielle Hunter.
Haskins sacked.
Able to record his 5th sack of the season. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
Here's Haskins out of the gun, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Third down.
Now Haskins, third and long. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Vikings take over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Snap will come from the 31 on second and 7. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Ward. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He was tackled at the 46.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Now Ward throwing on 4th down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Dancing to his left. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ward lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, McFarland. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Oswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw is Ward. Off the play fake. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They go play action now. Haskins. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
5-yard gain on the
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to run down some clock with Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Brandon, sometimes just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off play action. Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Complete to Chase.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Haskins to throw. screenplay. Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Off the play fake. Haskins. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now they'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action. Haskins. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Second down, McFarland. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Haskins. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
A 24-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
13.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they take a knee.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport and trapdoor supposed to be awkward.
Today's final score, Steelers 34.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.